Namaste everyone and welcome to our continuous study of Patanjali YogSutra. We are doing chapter 2 and we did up to the 10 slokas of the chapter 2, which is titled as Sadhana Path. In the first 10 slokas that we did, Maharishi Ji taught us about Kriya Yoga. What is Kriya Yoga? Kriya Yoga is Tapa, Swadhyaya, Iswar, Pranidhanani. These three things. Tapa, Swadhyaya, Iswar, Pranidhanani. These are our three limbs, three weapons we have to reach to the summit. So these three things, what does Kriya Yoga do? These three help us to attain to the highest peak or to realize self and to delete all the kleshas. The kleshas are holding us back and making us suffer, and all this anguish, pain, pleasure, all this waxing, waning is because of the kleshas. So Kriya Yoga helps us to subdue those kleshas. Those kleshas are 5 that we did it last time. They are avidya, asmita, rag, dvesh, abhinivesh. And these are embedded in us. We carry it in our head and heart. And wherever we go, they are with us. Whether you go to the office or in New York or Bombay or London, but these kleshas are moving with you. While antrayas that we saw before, 9 plus 5 antrayas, they are outside, and they are outside obstacles or nuisance, But these are 5 very major ones. And everything that is happening is because of kleshas. So now Maharishi Ji takes us further how to subdue those kleshas. You cannot totally annihilate these kleshas, but you can subdue them. These kleshas, they are in our consciousness and they are at 2 levels. One is deep inside, what is called sanskaras or imprints, very deep inside. And the second one is these same sanskaras, when they are surfacing to closer to our consciousness, then we are able to delete these sanskaras which are about to flourish and become manifest in this life. So those can be subdued. The imprints that we have, deep imprints, it goes with our Jivatman wherever we go. Unless we do such a strong Kriya Yoga and sadhana that we annihilate everything, including our ego. That deep sanskaras will go when our ego is annihilated. And that happens very late in Kevalya path or in ultimate samadhi. But at least for now, we can subdue these kleshas. And these kleshas are because of main mother is the avidya, ignorance, wrong knowledge, ignorance, no spiritual knowledge, that is called avidya. And then we are establishing our ego, that is asmita. Yes, I know, I don't care. That's my understanding. I believe that whenever you have to use or somebody else has to use this 10 times in 1 hour, you know that this man is in great trouble. So that avidya, which is very strongly embedded, that is asmita. And because of these, there is a raga, means doing the things which we like and dying for those things which we like, and dveshas, hating the things which we don't like. So these are the kleshas, and kleshas are the cause of karma. Kleshas make us do karma. If I'm very rajasic person, I have a lot of rajas, that is a raga, it will induce me to do karma helplessly. So that I end up running around here and there, so therefore money, power, position, and they remain dissatisfied from A to Z. So these kleshas make us do the karmas. These kleshas are notoriously very harmful. So our karmas are poor in quality or bad. Our karmas are bad and the results are bad. So the bad karma, bad results, good karma, good results, no exception. No exception. This is the rule of Almighty. So by deleting or subduing these kleshas, we can prevent bad karmas, and bad karmas means bad results of the karmas, and so there is less of suffering or no suffering or no suffering at all. So so we have to subdue these kleshas as much as possible, and the way to subdue is by vidya, because it is origin is avidya, prescription is vidya. So kleshas make us do the karmas, and we all want good things to happen to us. We want happiness, peace, bliss forever, or as much as possible. And that can only come with good karmas, while we are prone to do bad karmas because of kleshas. So there is a good karmas and good results are just our dream, we can't get. So whatever is happening in this life today, tomorrow, and next year, that is the result of my karmas, good karmas or bad karmas, which are giving me the results now. Nobody is designing this, nobody is writing the script, including God, and this is all my doing. These are very important theories and fundamentals. I'm sure we won't agree readily for many things, and that is good that we can clarify that. So these, if whatever is happening to me is a result of my doing, nobody else, not God, not my parents, not my enemies, nobody. But my karmas, whether they are good or bad karmas, they are giving me the results now in this life, today, tomorrow, and in future. So that's why the scriptures and great masters advise us to live a conscious life. Means whatever you do, you are aware about what you are doing. You are selecting good karmas, doing good things, staying away from bad karmas. That is called conscious living or a thinking man. If we do haphazardly, from just motivated and promoted by our gunas, rajas and tamas, and do whatever comes to our head, we are heading towards a ditch. Means bad karmas, bad results, and then don't complain. This is the fundamentals of doctrine of karma. And the doctrine of karma doesn't end at funeral home. It continues from one life to another. So it is very silly to think that the life starts in maternity home and ends in funeral home. No, this is what we see by our eyes. But this life is a continuity of what we are doing. And unless we wake up, we struggle and we progress towards realizing our own Atman and delete avidya. Till then, we are going to have birth and death cycle. Not necessarily human birth, okay? Not necessarily human birth. Our future birth, like this birth, depended upon our karmas from the past. So next birth depends upon our karmas from this life and whatever karmas we have done before. So our doing, our luxury, our situation, all that is because of probably we did good karma, so we are all comfortable and on the right track. So So good karmas, good results, bad karmas, bad results. Don't blame anybody. So, so there is a beautiful Subhasitani. How do you know all these things? You know because of scriptures. So in a Subhasitani are collections of spiritual truths put together for general public in a very simple language. They are called Subhasitani. And one of the Subhasitani tells, न न न न सुखस्य न कोपि दाता. So that is Subhasitani says that okay, सुखस्य दुःखस्य न कोऽपि दाता. Sukhasya dukhasya no kopi data means for sukha or dukkha nobody is the giver. Sukhasya dukhasya na kopi data. Paro dadami iti kubuddhi resha. Somebody else is causing me. So that is my misunderstanding or poor knowledge. Paro dadami means somebody else is doing it. My partner gave me these miseries. My sweetheart gave me miseries. All these are our bad misunderstanding. Paro dadami iti kubuddhiresa. Aham karom iti kumithyabhimana. I am the doer and I do this. So that is my misunderstanding, mithyabhimana. So what is the correct thing? So, swakarmana sutre hi grathita loka. By your own karmas that you have done, there is a formula. Swakarmana sutre means formula. Swakarmana sutre hi grathita means is bound. Grathita loka. So we think that, oh, my father-in-law gave me a hard time, or my father did not pay attention, or I had a lousy partner and he destroyed me. No, all these are your excuses. You were destined to suffer, and that's why they become instrumental. They can come as your child, they can come as your friend, they can come as stranger. So to think that somebody else is giving is wrong. So that is the truth. And this truth is further clarified by Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. You can't have better reference that time. So, na kartutvam na karmani, Lord says, na kartutvam na karmani, lokasya srujati prabhu, na karma phala sanyogat svabhavastu pravartate. Means, na kartutvam means doership. Karta, karma, kartutva, like that. Na kartutvam, na karmani means actions. Na kartutvam, na karmani, lokasya srujati prabhu. In this world, for people, God is not doing this. Na kartutvam, na karmani, lokasya srujati prabhu. Na karma phala sanyogam. He doesn't even join you with the karma. So how does it happen? Swabhavastu pravartate, by its own interaction of guna, own interaction of laws, these things are given to you. Na kartutvam na karmani lokasya srujati prabhu, na karma phala sanyogat swabhavastu pravartate. Then he says further, na adate kasya chitta papam, na cha sukrutam vibhu. Agnanen avrutam gnanam en muhanti jantava. Word by word. So na adate kasyachit means God doesn't care what you do. Na adate kasyachit papam. Nor the sukrutam vibhu. Vibhu means God. God does not interfere or notice or bestow these things to you. So कर्तृत्वं न लोकस्य न कर्मफल संयोग स्वभावस्तु न आदते कस्यचित् पापं न च सुकृतं विभु अज्ञानेन आवृतं ज्ञानम येन मुह्यन्ति जन्तवः. But because of ignorance, our knowledge of Atman is covered. Muhanti Jantava, God calls us Jantava, Jantus, all different creatures. Because we do not know, because we are covered by ignorance. That is avidya, klesha. See the connections? So Patanjali ji, Mercy, explains the same thing. So what is the solution? And God has given us common sense to know what is right and what is wrong, whether you go to school, college, or a college dropout. We all know what is good karmas, what is bad karmas, what is right, what is wrong, we know. Cheating is bad, lying is bad, deception is bad, all these things we know. Inflicting pain on others is bad because somebody inflicts pain on me. I don't like that. So the same thing for me. So all these things are called universal laws or fundamentals, which we are like a software which is given to you with the computer. We do not care about it. We do not follow it because those teachings or those fundamentals are subdued because of our lust for rag and dvesha, for getting money, power, position. In that attraction, we subdued these teachings and did whatever came to our head. So that is the mechanism by which we get into trouble. So God explains very clearly. This one time I mentioned this. So that this is very nicely, I don't know the source exactly, but that is one of the saints as put it in a simple way. And there he says, Bade Bade Kanun Prabhu ke. Means he has very serious laws put like a network. Bade Bade Kanun Prabhu ke. Badi Maryada. He has put boundaries. Don't do this, don't do this. And if you do it, you will be suffer. So bade कानून प्रभु के बड़ी मर्यादा. किसी को कौड़ी कम नहीं देता, किसी को दमड़ी ज्यादा. Means you will get what you are doing. इसीलिए तो सारे जग का जगत सेठ कहलाता. That's why he's called the cashier of the world. Cashier gives you good, bad, evil, everything. इसीलिए तो सारे जग का जगत सेठ कहलाता. मेरे मालिक के दरबार में सब लोग का खाता. मेरे मालिक के दरबार में सब लोग का खाता. We all have account. Like Modi ji gave account to every citizen of India. Everybody has an account. If Modi ji can do, God, Almighty God has already done it. And in that, whatever good you do is deposited and rewarded. Whatever bad you do is deposited and rewarded. Today, tomorrow, or in future. It is like, just to understand simply, it is like a CD, that is certificate of deposit, or FD, or fixed deposit. So karmas there are three types of karmas. That is one called sanchit karma. Sanchit means accumulated karma. Then prarabdha karma. From that sanchit karma, a block of karmas is chosen, and your life is designed to suffer or enjoy those karmas. That's called prarabdha karma. While doing these karmas, you are adding more karmas, good karmas and bad karmas. That's called agami karma, or karmas being done in this life. So there are three categories: sanchit karma, prarabdha karma, and agami karma. God has given us full liberty to perform karmas as we wish. It's 5% free will, but that is 100% our freedom. So whatever we are doing now, the agami karmas in this life, or today or tomorrow, We are doing, they are driven by my free will. If I decide to stop Zoom classes from tomorrow, I can do it, and I can start going to for gambling and cards and in Atlantic City. That's free will. So that is free will. That is to do our agami karmas. Everything depends upon our free will and what we make choice. Similarly, sanchit karma also are the product of our free will used in the past. So by free will, we can delete or reduce sanchit karmas as well as agami karmas. But prarabdha karma, which package God gave us, that we must suffer in the time that God has allotted to each one of us. So these explains where I am born, with what equipments, whether I'm intelligent, dull, physically fit, physically disabled, in bad family, in good family, in uneducated, educated. All this is because that load of prarabdha karma needed that body, particular body and particular circumstances for me to enjoy or suffer. Got it? So this is the explanation for that. So that first sloka which says dhyana heya tadvruttiya, by dhyan, by meditation, heya means diminished or making faint. Dhyana heya tad vruttiya means these vruttiyas of kleshas can be subdued by our own effort. And why it is necessary? Because everything depends upon these kleshas. So the second verse also, these all 5 verses, they are explaining the laws of karma and laws and how to alter it for our own benefit. So second mantra, which is 12, which says Klesh Mula Karmasayo. Klesh Mula Karmasayo Drasta Adrasta Janma Vedaniya. Word by word. Klesh Karma. Klesh. These 5 kleshas. There's avidya, asmita, rag, dvesha, abhinivesh. So klesh, karma, when they produce the karmas, these two things, klesh, karma. Klesh, mula, which they are the root cause or seeds. Karma sayo means collection of karma or pot of karma, where it is stored. Karma sayo. So karma sayo means storage of karma. So klesh, mula, they are the roots or seeds for karma, so collection of karma. Drasta, adrasta. Drasta means seen, adrasta means unseen. Drasta means whatever is happening in this life and we are witnessing. And adrasta means whatever is there to be released later on. It's like a movie. You are witnessing and seeing this current movie, and the other one is in making, so that you don't know. That is called adrasta. Drasta, adrasta. Janma vedaniya, whatever we experience in this janma. So whatever we experience in this janma is related to kleshas. They are the root or seeds for whatever we are experiencing now, and whatever we will experience, which we don't know in future, in next birth or subsequent births, that is called adrasta. So the same thing. So these things are related to our choice of karmas and kleshas, and that's why it's extremely important to live consciously and in a disciplined manner for peace and bliss and happiness. That is not given by anybody, so that is all our doing. That's why our great master Vivekananda ji says we are makers of our own destiny in a simple sentence, but it is used so many times, so we don't analyze this further. But this is the in-depth analysis of that. So that is the foundation. Unless you meditate and you work and you dedicate your life and destroy all the karmas, then you are totally free. So that also Lord tells, Yasya sarve samarambha काम संकल्प वर्जिता ज्ञान अग्नि दग्ध कर्माणम तमाहु पंडित बुद्धा Yasya, word by word, Yasya sarve samarambha, whose all beginnings are subdued. Yasya sarve samarambha, Kama sankalpa varjita, without desires or driven by desires, one who has understood and given up. So, yasya sarve samarambha kama sankalpa varjitaha. When can you do that? Gnan agni dagda karmanam. Because of knowledge, he says, this is not for me. Like many people say, spirituality is not my cup of tea. So the yogi says, these whatever things you are doing, that's not for me. So Gnan Agni Dagdha Karmanam, all karmas are burnt out because of the knowledge. Gnan Agni Dagdha Karmanam Tamaha Pandit Buddhaha. To such beings, such yogis, even great knowledgeable Pandita called Buddha or realized souls. So, one who has gained the knowledge. The third sloka says, Sati mule tad vipako. Sati mule tad vipako jati ayur bhoga. Sati means the entity that we are now. Sati mule, the cause of that. Sati mule tad vipako. That is the results or fruits. Vipako means fruits. Sati mule tad vipako. And now listen. Jati ayur bhoga. Wherever you are born and placed, what jati means? Jati means I become human being or animal being, or in a good circumstances, bad circumstances, in slums, or in good parents, or parents with the culture and knowledge and good desirable circumstances. So that all comes under jati, means where you are placed. Jati. Next is ayur. How long I will live in this life? That is determined by my prior karmas, load of karmas. So whether I become human being or a scorpion, it is all designed because of my prior karmas. Jatir, ayu, whether I will last for 50 years or 95 years, that's all designed because of my load of karmas. Jatir ayur bhoga. And what kind of sukha or dukha, both are called bhoga. Sukha or dukha I will suffer. These three things are related to my karmas from the past. Sati mule tad vipako jatir ayur bhoga. Only in human birth you can change these karmas for better or worse. In animal species you cannot. Animal species are called bhog yoni, means there you suffer. If you get a birth as a cow or a dog or a fox, there you suffer, and you cannot alter your karmas. If you are very good and become a celestial being, there you enjoy. You cannot change karmas. Only in human life you can. That's why our greatest Acharya Shankaracharya ji in Vivek Chudamani, in the third verse, he says, Durlabham trayameva tata devanugraha hetukam manusyatvam mumukshatvam mahapurusha sansraya. These three things the master says, that are very difficult to get. Durlabham, trayameva tata, devanugraha hetukam. And you get it because of the grace of God. Dev anugraha hetukam. Devanugraha hetukam. Which three? Manushyatvam, human birth. Mumukshatvam, a desire to know more and to be liberated. Not everybody gets it. Mumukshatvam and Mahapurusha Sansraya means to come in contact with the great masters, great scriptures, and getting interested in that. These three things are very, very difficult to have. So make the best use of it. That's what the masters say. Every master says that. If you just live at a sensory level, then rajasastu phalam dukkham, then for sure there will be misery in the trail, and we all get attracted and spend good deal of our life in rajas, in life. Why not? Life is for enjoyment. Why not? They are established in their thinking, so nobody is wrong. We all are right, but we have different thinkings. There's wrong thinking, right thinking. We all have to decide that. So rajasastu phalam dukham. If you spend your whole life in doing rajasic activity, making money, making positions, and enjoying and party and other thing, then, and if you are a decent person, you are likely to get human birth. That also God tells, no? That if you are rajasic and if you die, what happens? If you are tamas and if you die, what happens? Because we all must die and we will die. And if you are sattvic and you die, what happens? So this God says, Rajasi pralayam gatva. Pralayam means at the death. Rajasi pralayam gatva. Karma yoni sujayate. You will get human life and you will be, instead of a doctor, you will be a shopkeeper somewhere or will be a bank manager or something. But because you are your gunas and your vrittis, you cultivated and is that of a rajasic person, that would happen. And then you lived a decent life. You were not a troublemaker. No? You were not a one with the suicide bomber and all those things. So you will get a human birth, but suitable to perform more and more actions because you are still not run out of your vrittis and your thirst is still there. So rajasi pralayam gatva karma yoni sujayate. Tatha pralina, when you die, it is tamasa, mood yoni sujayate. You will get into animal kingdom. Because your tendencies, your life, your predominant vasanas were befitting for the animal body. No? So the sufferer or enjoyer is an individual soul which is covered with vasanas. Body is not the sufferer. Body is just an equipment given to exhaust our vasanas which are planned on our soul. That's called Jivatma. So that is the science behind this. Then the next verse says that is 14. They're all almost related to karma and karma bandhan. Til halad paritap phala punya apunya hetutvat. Halad means pleasures. Te halad paritap means suffering or miseries. Paritap phala. This kind of fruits, whether you get happiness or miseries, they are related to punya apunya hetutvat because of meritorious deeds or sinful deeds. So that is that verse which says almost the same thing, that these things are the result of our karmas and what is sitting there for us. If we do wrong things, then lot of wrong will happen. Wrong things, sometimes we, as if we don't know, we ignore it. Like make believe you are a contractor, government contractor, and you are supposed to construct a bridge, and you are at the same time Rajasic and a crooked man. And instead of using cement, you are mixing it with with soil and other things, and not using the right material to make the bridge last. Whether somebody catches you doing that or you get out of that, you know it is wrong. You did out of your greed for money, and whether you will be caught here and punished, or your punishment is pending in the court of karma rules. So we know and we do, and we suffer, and we must suffer, and that is the science behind it. We can give many examples, but time doesn't permit us. The last verse for today, which is a long word. Normally, the sutras are 2 words, 3 words, 4 words. This one has 14 words, which says parinam tap, but it says the same thing. Parinam tap sanskar dukkham. 4 things. Parinam means results, whatever your life is giving you now. Parinam. Tapa means anguish. Sanskar means imprints which we will have in with your soul. And dukkhas, miseries you suffer. These 4 things. Guna vritti virodhascha. The gunas that we are made up of, sattva, rajas, tama, and vrittiyas which come to us, that also are 3 different types of vrittiyas. And if the gunas and vrittiyas are conflicting or mismatched, then you are miserable. Guna vritti virodhat cha. Dukkham eva sarva vivekinam. But a man who is a discriminating yogi, to him, dukkha is dukkha, sukha is dukkha. He has understood this. There is nothing to get here. No, go away. Dukkha is dukkha, sukha is dukkha. For who? Vivekina means the one who has discriminating power, means one who is doing Patanjali YogSutras and doing Gita and understanding and putting it in practice. Once you understand, you are 90% likely to do it in practice. We are not that stupid. So once we know, we will be colored by that knowledge. So that is parinama tapa sanskar dukkham gunavrutti virodhat cha dukkham eva sarva vivekina. For a discriminating soul or a yogi, everything is painful. So God tells that, okay? So God, that's why God says, dukkhalem asasvatam. Dukkhalem is, it is a warehouse of dukkhas. So that is, God tells in Bhagavad Gita, Mam upeti punarjanma dukkhalem asasvatam. The one who attends to me, Mam upeti punarjanma dukkhalem asasvatam na apnuvanti matmana sansiddham paramangatam. The one who is working to attain the knowledge, self-knowledge, or the knowledge of Paramatma, doesn't get another birth to come to this dukkhalayam asasvatam, full of miseries and transient, and he gets me when the choice is right. That is what in short, these 5 verses explains the kleshas, karmas, karmaphala, rebirth, and what is happening, so that once you know this, you will not care about anything, and you will be very disciplined and doing the right things, because you know what is the answer, and all good things will happen. If I start doing lousy thing from today till Christmas, the next year will be lousy, guaranteed. If not next year, but it will be stored for me to long-term deposit, you know. So any question you can ask, please. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Chokshi. That was really nice. Any questions for Dr. Chokshi, please?
Yeah, hi, this is Prem. Namaskar.
Namaskar, Prem.
Question I have is, I was very interesting to hear that you describe like three karmas: agami karma, free will in this life; sanchit karma, free will in the previous life; and pranamba karma, the God's wish that either you suffer or you enjoy, you cannot change it. So my question is thinking about if you do good karma non-stop, you cannot change God's wish. If He wants you to suffer, you will suffer regardless. But is there a way to do best karma whole your life to delete the previous karma, or it's written that's it? You cannot change your previous karma even if you do good karma like rest of your life.
Very intense good karmas will change your circumstances and will make you comfortable in this life and will make you immune to the bad things that are going to happen.
Okay.
If I'm designed to get carcinoma of stomach, okay, I will get carcinoma of stomach, but that carcinoma of stomach will not bother me one bit. That is my good karmas. Got it?
Yeah. Okay.
You become poor. So these things, God doesn't care about this thing, you know. Whether you are poor, rich, you have 3 children or 2 children die, God doesn't care about this. But you will be able to tolerate those happenings because it was the package of karmas which were pending there, and you were supposed to suffer or enjoy that. That's why you got that package, what we call life, and it is for 55 years or 95 years. That's also, you will not live one day extra or one day less. But the man of knowledge doesn't get threatened or shattered or shaken by the happenings of the world because he knows that this is all drama. This is not real. This is fake. So that knowledge he gets, then he's fine. Bhagwan Ramakrishna had cancer of the throat, very bad cancer. He was throwing up the blood and everything. The man who was talking to God, such a divine man. But some karmas in the past, they were pending there. So his devotee said, okay, you are a God, change it. You can change it. But he says, no, I'm not going to beg my mother to make my pain go away. I'm eating through thousands of mouths. You are eating, that's me.
Right.
That kind of understanding.
So bad karma you have to suffer.
Lord Rama could have changed his Dasratha not getting died when he was not there. He could have given him extension. He could have done anything. He was the Lord Mighty. But किसी को कौड़ी कम नहीं देता, किसी को दमड़ी ज्यादा. Whether it's your father or brother, there is no influence at all. That is the law of karma. And our Hinduism and Sanatan Dharma, even illiterate people, they understand this very well. My mother understood very well. And she used to say, Bhagavan, gaya janam na kharab karma, means bad karmas we must have done. So that's why I'm suffering this. Whether we have poverty or we have bad circumstances, she could care less. She said, "Gaya janam na paap." No, now let's do something, rewrite.
Right. Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
In other words, things are going to happen, what was going to happen, but you will tolerate it or you'll be content and it doesn't bother you.
It doesn't bother you. If it bothers you, some people, they are so fussy that if they don't get a right kind of shirt, there it bothers them. No?
Mhm.
If the car gets damaged, they get shattered. No? So because we are all different. No?
So let it be and let it go.
Yes.
So
Any other
Even
questions?
simple things like you just mentioned, if the car gets damaged, can we say, oh, well, this is my past karma? Is everything on a karma? Is it right? Like if
Yes,
anything goes wrong,
I was destined to go through these headaches, so I'm going through this headache. Let's call insurances and let's report. Okay, bye bye.
Mhm.
You take it very lightly.
Okay.
You take it very lightly. You do not get shattered. You walk very like you are a king on this planet. No? So yogi is considered as a Rajkumar of this world. Yogi is more meritorious or more comfortable than a Rajkumar, no?
Mhm.
As he has 1,000 headaches, his kingdom will go away and his brother will steal it and all those kind of headaches, while Yogi has no such headaches. No?
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
had
Yes, ask.
okay. So it's a couple things in my mind. So one thing I'm trying to understand as a follow-up that
Yeah.
the prarabdha karma is given to us by God, but it is based upon our sanchit karma, or no, that's not the case. God decides
No,
based.
no, see, like we said, na kartutvam na karmani lokasya srujati Prabhu. That sloka I mentioned that. That God, these are his rules. He designed the rules. So your pending bad karmas or good karmas, whatever was due to come, is packaged and given to you, what we call prarabdha karma or current life. And it will happen accordingly. So if you have a lot of good karmas in that package, a lot of good things will happen to you. If you have a lot of bad karmas, bad things will happen, circumstances will change one after the other, and you will be a sufferer.
Right. So it's
So,
not.
so God does not interfere with this. It is our own doing. He tells 10 places. We can go whole day for that. But that is the truth. You ask question and then you will get the answer. So those karmas, sanchit karmas, is like a pool of good karmas or bad karmas in storehouse. You can't get all at one time. So that was designed, and you got a befitting body. If you were destined to suffer, then you would have got a dull mind and dull body or disability to start from the childhood to suffer. We are not cruel, or we are not, thinking bad, but this is the truth. That if your karmas were very bad, then a lot of bad things will happen to you. Somebody lost a young child at the age of 15 years in car accident, and he was crying and went to a saint and said, oh mere bhagwan, ye kya kar diya, I'm such a decent man, and why God snatched my child from me? They don't tell you point blank that this is your karmas. Maybe your some lousy karmas in the past, that you ran over somebody's child, 10 births in the past, and that is coming back to you in this life. Nothing goes unpunished or unrewarded. Nothing. So all that, those things are given to you in which birth and when is only known to God. That's called sutra, means a formula, his formula. Duryodhana his mother, that Gandhari asked Lord Krishna, that how come my all 100 children were killed? Dhritarashtra asked. And so I don't remember doing anything so bad. Then Lord Krishna says, remember, you don't remember, but you had done. You used to be a what do you call that, as a bird catcher, and many lives before, while catching the birds, you covered the whole tree with a net and set it on fire. So a lot of birds died and a lot of birds became blind. That's why you are blind and your 100 children are killed. And your fate was waiting for you to have 100 children so that I can punish you with the loss of 100 children. So this is how the karmas come back to you.
So you don't have to suffer in the same life. If you do bad karmas in this life, you will suffer in the next life. Is that what
Yes,
it
yes.
can be?
It is the way they explain that these karmas, they are not all karmas one by one you have to suffer. They are packed together. It is like a taxi taking passengers from JFK Kennedy Airport to the city center. And those who want to go in the same place, they all are packed together in the same car. Similarly, all bad karmas, they are packed together and you become the victim. This disaster in the plane, disaster in the anywhere, in the war and other things. So this is the explanation. So this is the reason. And sometimes we wonder that how come so many thousands are dying in Gaza, and what is happening. This also has explanation that probably people are dying now or suffering. They might be the helpers of Hitler in prior birth, and were killing the people and throwing the people in the furnace. And to punish them, or their bad karmas came this time, so they became the victims of war and they're crying now. Not that we are callous, that God is explaining or I'm talking about it, but this is the explanation.
So there is one thought. If God is, I mean, I'm not saying that all this is not correct. Everything is, we understand, and this is what the scriptures are saying. So if we say God is very dayalu, so where is the forgiving part coming? If this is what I do, this is what I get punished for, and then this is packaged and sent to me. So where is that part? How do we, because हम तो यही सुनते आए, right, from the childhood and all that God dayalu hai. So where is the forgiving part? Am I not understanding this
No,
well?
the value part is there. He says that I gave you such a great intellect. I gave you a free will. I gave you this understanding. You were supposed to make a right choice. Instead of that, you made a wrong choice. What can I do? I am very dayalu.
So then he said
We are very
that,
dayalu. That in the kitchen there is a stove and everything, and you cook food, you enjoy, but you go and put your hand there, you will get burnt. So God says, use your intellect, use your free will, use the equipment I gave you, and see what happens. You go on the right track. I will enlighten you step by step. तेषामेवा अनुकंपार्थम अहम अज्ञानजं तं नाश्यामि आत्मभावस्थो ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता. The people who decide to go on the right path, for them I give them a buddhi yoga, means they will have clarity more and more, so that they can come to me. And when they are making sincere effort, I will release them from all the births and all the karmas. I will wipe out. सर्वकर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वां सर्व पापेभ्यो मोक्षयास्मि मा शुच. I will liberate you. Forget about Sanchit Karma. He is the final authority. It's like a president can release any criminal, even if he's a murderer. Okay, I want to release him. See, but he doesn't do it. He cannot do it at random. That okay, I want to do a favor to Dr. Chokshi and I want to punish Malaji. No, he wouldn't do that. He says this is the rule. Take it or leave it. And these are the rules. You don't have even option. You can cry or you don't not understand. That's bad luck for you. But he says that this is the system. This is what you are supposed to do. You, instead of doing that, you put the bombs and you blast the people and you torture and you destroy my world. And you say that I should be kind to you. You must be crazy. So God is very, very kind in that way that he will do everything in your favor, provided you follow his rules and his creation. These, whatever we see is his creation, all living and non-living. If I go and destroy the gardens outside, God says you are a lousy man, Dr. Chokshi. If I kill somebody, then I'm the rotten man. So all these things are stated, and that is no. So but we deliberately do it because of out of our greed. Nobody is stupid, says some people killed for 40, 50 people and were planning to kill hundreds and thousands of people. If you do that kind of activity, do you think you go unpunished? You don't go unpunished in the world as well as by God, because you knew that you should not do it, and you did it. Sometimes the people do it for no rhyme or reason, and but they are the enemies of the society, enemies of the God. So that's God calls them asura, means bad doers. तान अहम द्विशत क्रूरान संसारेषु नराधमान क्षिपामि अजस्त्रम अशुभमान आसुरुषि एव योनिषु. For those kind of evil doers, listen to these words now God uses. Tan means them, aham dvisat means bad, kruran very cruel, tan aham dvisat kruran, sansaresu naradaman means worst of the human beings. What I do? Kshipami ajastram asubhaman. I rotate them, I whirl them. Kshipami ajastram asubhaman. Asurisi eva yonisu. I put them in lower and lower species to this kind of rascals. God uses that kind of word. So nothing is going to go unpunished. Only thing people don't understand, and they do it, and then that is the rule. This is the thing. We can understand these by 100 examples and 100 slokas, and that is the truth.
Thank you, Dr. Chokshi. I think if there's no other question, we can end our session.
I hope the answers were suitable to you and palatable to you. Otherwise, we can sweeten them with few more slokas. Okay.
No, the problem is we think whatever we are doing today will get its results tomorrow, but it doesn't happen in this life. We have to do this will be the next life.
Yes. So God says you keep
That's
doing
why
good
people keep doing bad things,
keep
because
doing
they
good
don't
things,
suffer.
and like I keep depositing money in my bank account, it will get richer and richer. If I start spending and borrowing and wasting it, then I will be a poor man. Simple rule like that we can understand. That's why I said like it's like FD and current balance and whatever explanation is makes our intellect to grasp it, we can use it, and scriptures have used it. My God, every Bhagavad Gita uses different kind of, means every yogi uses different kind of examples to explain to us.
Thank you so much. I think we'll probably end our session tonight with our shloka. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnmadaya Purnmeva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Om.